So you went to the store and you bought your fresh chicken breast, or you bought those beautiful double cut thick pork chops, and you want to cook them. And of course, sauteing means you're going to cook it from start to finish on the stove top. First thing I do is I turn on my oven. I've got it set at about 350 degrees convection. Next thing is I'm heating my pan up. My chicken I've dried with paper towels. Again, I always want to have the moisture off. So, seasoning, salt and pepper, any dry seasoning you want. And also, we want to get both sides. So we're going to turn those over. And season both sides of the chicken. Hold the pepper grinder high, let the pepper grind, spread itself out over that. Don't just sit there and make little dots of pepper. Same with the salt. Hold it high, rub it, and sprinkle it. You want to be a little bit generous with your seasoning because quite a bit of it will fall off during the cooking process. Get the pan hot. Nice and hot. We're going to add the olive oil. We're going to coat the pan with olive oil. With olive oil, for those first faint ghostly whiffs of smoke. I can't even tell you if the camera is going to pick it up or not. I'm not even worried about that. You'll experience that. It's also a great time to have a black stove top because you'll see it. And you wait, and there it is. Next thing is, don't drop the chicken in the pan. Lay it in. Here I'm going to get flavor and texture on the outside, and I'm going to protect the meat on the inside. There's an old saying, oh, it seals in the juices. Well, it does. It sounds cool, but that's not what it does. It will protect the meat inside, but more important, it creates flavor and texture. It gives you a nice caramelized outside, beautiful flavor. That's what we're looking for. And that's one of the things we desire. Why do people grill? Same thing. The char is what makes grilling taste good. And when you're sauteing, you also want that nice color on the outside. Gives you love, gives you flavor. If you want to put other flavors on there, just make sure they're dry seasoned. So now we'll take another look. Okay, we decided that that's brown enough. If you want it browner than that, that's fine. Again, that's very much a subjective decision. But from here, just put the chicken in the oven, set a timer. It's going to take 10 to 12 minutes minimum to get it cooked because we have seared it on the outside, but more important, we need to cook it to medium well. So it's probably going to take about 15 to 18 minutes per inch of thickness to cook that chicken breast to medium well. And we're looking for a nice, firm, springy chicken breast. So we're going to take a look and see if our chicken's done now. Out of the oven it comes. Don't forget your dry double folded terry cloth towel to hold the handle. And if you have a pan with a handle that's hot, leave a towel on it to remind you that it's hot. This is a really bad idea. Chicken, nice and firm and springy. But the worst thing you can do to make yourself look like a real idiot, trust me, I've been there, is to serve medium rare chicken, or even medium. It can't be any pink at all. You don't want to overcook it either, so here's how you peek. Take your piece, turn it upside down, and cut into it, and take a look. If it looks perfect like that, still nice and juicy, you're ready to go. But if you see any pink in it, turn it back over, put it in the oven. They'll never know you peeked. That's the first thing. What we're looking for here is a nice, full, white look, but still moisture. And that lets us know that we've got a nice finished product. Because if it's got skin on it, it's going to take a little longer and you'll want to brown the skin. If it's got bone on it, you still want to brown the skin and it's going to add even more time. But this is the most common way you're going to see chicken breast, boneless and skinless. They all got worried about all the fat and all that stuff, so we took all the skin off. Fat adds flavor, but this is now the most common way to find chicken breast. So, once it comes out of the oven, let it rest before you serve it. If it's a really large piece and you want to cut it into smaller pieces, you want to let that sit for about 5 minutes. The temperature will go up a little bit, but the meat will relax and it'll eat more tender. And when you cut it, you'll have less juice leak out. So, otherwise, just pop that bad boy right on the plate and it's ready to go. It's delicious. The nice thing about proteins in this day and age when you're shopping is they're generally speaking portion ready. You don't have to do a lot of cutting. If you see a little excess fat around the edge, you want to trim that off, that's fine. You You can, you don't have to, but you don't have to cut this into small pieces unless you're doing a stir fry or something like that. That's one of the advantages of today's shopping. A chicken breast, boneless, skinless, ready to go in the pan. A piece of fish, ready to go in the pan. A steak, ready to go on the pan or in the grill. A pork chop, ready to go. All of that stuff is done for you, typically in the portions you already desire. So, if you are going to slice it though, and you've had a chance to let it rest, give yourself a little drama. You can do this by cutting the chicken at a nice angle like this. First of all, it makes you look like you know what you're doing. And second of all, when you spread that out on a plate, it looks like you're serving them more food. So everybody thinks you're getting a bigger portion. And there's never anything wrong with that. So you can make a 4-ounce chicken breast look like a 6-ounce chicken breast and save a little money along the way. Sometimes we actually eat way too much protein anyway. We tend to emphasize that a little too much. For me, a good portion for any average dinner, 4 to 6 ounces, is going to be plenty regardless of what you're doing. Bon appetit. Whether you have never even picked up a knife before, do all your cooking out of the microwave, or you've been cooking for years but want to really solidify your skills, we have classes for you. We have classes for all levels. We have great instructors who are passionate about sharing their knowledge. They'll make you a better cook, regardless of your skill level. We also, because of our 20th anniversary, we're featuring some of Denver's best chefs who are coming here on a weekly basis and teaching some of the most amazing food you'll ever see. Take that beautiful restaurant food and show you how to make it. We have something for everybody, but the most important part is we'll take the intimidation out of it, we'll make it work for you. So come join us and have a good time with us.